Sleeves TV. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh.
Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about the new show, Rob and Chyna. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. I'm here every week doing reviews and recaps of different shows. Just come by my channel and check me out. So let's get into this episode. I'm just going to talk about random things that happen. So this was the initial episode to kind of set everything up as to what the show is going to be about. Obviously, it's about Rob and Chyna. Now, I liked the fact that they got together. For some reason, I thought it was just good. Maybe it's because she was able to bring Rob out of his shell. You know, he had been down about his weight and he was just out of the limelight. He didn't want to be a part of anything Kardashian. He was just done with it. So she was able to bring that out of him. And I guess that's why I like them together. So in this episode, we see how fiery their relationship really is. Now, Chyna, because of the way that she was raised, she kind of feels standoffish at times. And not to mention, she's pregnant, so her feelings are all over the place. So, one particular instance that happened in this episode was Rob was looking through her phone and he realized that she changed her code. And so he was asking her, "Why you change your code?" And she got really upset. Like, you should trust me. It don't matter what's going on in my phone. No, I'm not giving you my code. And it just started this whole thing. And then she started thinking, well, why are you so worried about what's in my phone? What are you doing? And so when she started flipping it on him, he texted her back and he was like, yeah, I text other girls, but it ain't the way you thinking. So she just went smooth off. Okay. Chyna has a few friends that are always around her. She has a best friend and she has a guy friend that's the best friend as well. I think there's one more, but I'm not sure. I'll get the names hopefully later. But anyway, so China goes off on him and she's like, who are you texting? Why are you texting them? What do you and other girls have to be talking about? So she got really upset because he was accusing her of doing something when he himself was the one who was texting other girls. Now, I don't know if he just said this to her because he was mad or if it's true, if he really is out there texting other chicks, which is not cool if he is doing that. So she had a right to be upset, but she went, oh my goodness, she went explosive. She went off. And so when he tried to apologize, she didn't accept his apology. And she kicked him out of the house. Now, even though she kicked him out, he still has a house to go to. But I think they were trying to live together because, you know, they're engaged now, they're having a baby, and they're just trying to make it work. So it hurt him when she kicked him out. And apparently, this is something that she does. Whenever she gets mad at him and they get into it, her first instinct is to kick him out, which is not right. If y'all are trying to be together and live together, you can't just kick him out every time y'all have an argument. Like, get over it. And it's crazy because Scott was the words of reason in this episode. What is Scott doing? He mad because he can't get on the Kardashian show, so now he's on Rob's. That's just crazy. So Scott was telling him, look, I'm just paraphrasing. He was like, look, I've been kicked out so many times, it ain't even funny. So just deal with it and go on about your business. That's the advice that he gave Rob. And even the nanny that keeps China's son, she sat down and told her, listen, you can't be doing that. If you love this man, you can't just be kicking him out and making him feel like crap like that all the time. Like, you have to tone that down. And she told her, I understand that you're used to taking care of yourself and living on your own. And the first thing you do when someone hurts you is you push them completely out of your life. And you can't do that with Rob if you want him to continue to be in your life. And so she felt bad about it. So she sought him out. And he was ignoring her calls and he was MIA and she couldn't find him. So she went to Chris's house to see if he was there. Now, another thing that Chyna complained about was the fact that Chris was such a huge part of his life. And she calls him a mama's boy, which all of them really are. All the girls, and Rob included, they stay up under their mother because they're all very close knit like that. And it made her upset because she had to go to his mama's house just to see if he was there because he wasn't even in his house. And her homegirl helped her, find that key to his house and get up in there. See, every girl need a friend like that. Somebody that's gonna ride with your girl when you need to check up on your man, when you need to sneak in his house, girl, you can find the key. No, I'm just playing. Don't be breaking in people's house. That's wrong. Quit that. But anyway, so so when Rob and Chyna went to see the sex of their baby, they found out they were having a girl. Oh, and Rob wanted a boy, of course. And they got plenty of time. She can pop out another baby. Maybe it'll be a boy that time. I don't know. But they were supposed to keep it a secret until they found this cool way to tell everybody what they're having. And then he went and told his mama. So Chyna just looked at him like, really? You didn't even wait 24 hours before you done told your mama what we having. I thought we decided that we were going to wait and tell people at the same time in a unique way. And he was like, well, I was talking to my mama and it just felt like the right thing to do. So yeah, it's going to be an issue. So long story short, Rob was just ignoring her. He didn't want to deal with her. He was letting her calm down, and he feels like he needs to keep his house, and maybe that's where he needs to live, and maybe they don't need to live together. Maybe they don't need to be together. Who knows? And she's thinking the same thing. Like, I don't know if I want to be with somebody who can ignore me like this, because obviously that's one of her issues. She don't like to be ignored for that long. It just starts to make her think things. Maybe some of her insecurities start kicking in. But y'all, tell me what you think. If you're in a committed relationship, do you think it's wrong to give your partner your passwords to your phone? Or like to your accounts like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat? In my opinion, if I'm in a committed relationship with somebody, I don't care if you know my password. For what? Like, I'm just like Rob. You can get my phone, pick it up anytime you want to. If it beeps, you can just be like, so and so is messaging you, and I'll be like, read it. What it say? Because I don't have nothing to hide. But I do think that can only work if you're with someone who's not crazy. Now, crazy people will read a simple text from someone of the opposite sex that says, hi, hello, how are you doing? And to them, that means come over to my house and get butt naked so we can do the thing. Like, now, if you're dealing with somebody like that, keep your phone locked. No, don't give them the password to nothing you got, because that's going to be an instant argument every single time. Come on. You have to be with someone who's understanding and has some common sense. If someone just speaks to you, how is that bad? Now, it's different if the conversation goes from hi, what's up, what you doing, where you at, what you doing tonight. If it leads to all of that, okay, then I understand. But a simple text like, hey, what's up? What? Because at the end of the day, the person that you're in the relationship with, they don't even have to respond to that. Like, a million people could come out the blue and be like, what's up? So what? Like, Chyna is somewhat of a celebrity. So if someone Instagrams her or, sends her a message or, DMs her, whatever the case may be. So, like, dudes are going to do that because she's Chyna. Just like girls are going to do that to Rob because he's Rob. If you're in a loving relationship, then it's good to be somewhat of an open book. If you can be. Some people can't handle knowing everything. Rob doesn't seem like the type that would trip over nothing. But then again, what do I know? I'll find out more about him and how he is in relationships in this show. So make sure you subscribe because I will be right back next week with another recap of the show. I'm enjoying it so far and I hope you guys are too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.